This is Miss Wolfie from our Half Acre Homestead, and today we're canning no-soak kidney beans. But there's a twist. I was sent these lids by FORJARS.com. Now I will give you the coupon code, but we're going to test them first, okay? They come in boxes of 100, they come in boxes of 50 and boxes of 24. They're a little more expensive, but they're heavy, guys. This company, now I gotta tell you, it says right on the box they're made in China, but it's an American company who's probably outsourced it. And they made these lids heavier. I believe they are regular 14 millimeter and these are 18. Which means we're gonna test these today. Now I've got some wide mouth jars and some regular mouth jars. I'm going to be doing pints. I have picked over and then washed and rinsed my kidney beans. I took out anything broken, hunks of dirt, rocks, anything peeling that I could find. Now this is a little bit different than what I normally do. This canner is cold because I'm going to be using cold beans, cold water, cold jars. All right? So we're going to be putting it in cold. Now I have the highest recommended amount of water in here because it's going to be a long canning process. It's going to be 75 minutes for pints, an hour and a half for quarts. But we're doing pints today. And yes, I have my splash of vinegar in there to keep the jars from clouding. Okay, here is our beans. And let's get things a little bit closer for you guys to see. Okay, so here's our beans. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a half a cup. I'm doing 2 of these because they're quarter cups. A half a cup of beans. I'm not going to salt these because we don't want... I'm not going to salt them for the simple reason is I salt whatever I cook or I season whatever I cook. And these are like a filler, so we don't need the added salt. We're going to fill this up with cold water to 1 inch from the top. Debubble, basically stir. These are our FORJARS canning lids. This is the wide mouth. And into the cold canner, that goes. This is not hot water, this is cold water. Debubble. The reason I'm canning no-soak kidney beans is because it was a relatively inexpensive product that I could try in case these lids fail. Fingertip tight, half a cup in pints, 3/4 of a cup to a full cup in quarts, depending on how thick you want your beans to be. Okay. Here we have our 9 pints of kidney beans in the canner, no salt, vinegar in the water, and these, we are testing our FORJARS lids. Now the reason I'm doing dry canning kidney beans is because the kidney beans are relatively inexpensive, and these are new lids. So if they fail, I won't have wasted a lot of money, right? So, I'm going to put the lid on this. It is on. The temperature is up to high. And as soon as this bobble pops up and this starts to spout a steady stream of steam, we will time that spout of steam for 10 minutes to vent the canner. Always vent the canner. Do not skip any steps. They are there for a reason. That pushes the air out of the canner so that you can get the proper pressure when it creates a vacuum when you put the weight on. These, I'm going to soak. I'm going to pour boiling water over these and soak them. And they're going in tonight's soup. Okay, our bobble is up. Yes, I know. Our bobble is up, and we're venting a steady stream of steam, so I'm setting my timer for 10 minutes. Okay, our timer has gone off, and we're going to put a 10-pound weight on here. Now, please check your manufacturer's directions if you live 1,000 feet or more above sea level, because your weights and measures and canning times may change. Now, as soon as I get my first vigorous jiggle, I'm going to start timing this for 1 hour and 15 minutes. That's 75 minutes. 75 minutes for pints, 90 minutes for quarts. I've had my first vigorous jiggle, and I've set my timer for 75 minutes. Hey, our timer has gone off, and now I'm shutting the canner off. Always, always, always allow your canner to cool before you remove the weight, before you try and open it. For God's sakes, don't try and rush the process. Let it cool naturally. It's a part of the canning process. And there it is, folks. Please excuse the sound of my kettle. 9 pints, wide mouth and regular mouth, 4 jars, lids. Every single one of them sealed. To get a thumbs up from me. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead saying, look somewhere in this frame for your coupon code for 4 jars. They come in boxes of 24, 50, and 100. Mwah! Take care, God bless. Yay! More for the pantry.